Hey guys, Austin here,
Kevin.
and we're going to take you on a trip today. Check out some luggage. What do we got, Kev?
We're going to start it off with one of our top selling brand in terms of luggage, Dakine. We have the EQ roller. So really nice, couple buckles, open it right up. Super simple, very primitive. You got two huge pockets. You got some nice segregation there. It is two-sided. It's kind of that like book style, so you can segregate everything. You don't have to dig through all the way to get down to the bottom. But again, don't have to really overcomplicate it when you're showing this big. Just super simple. Great zippers though. They Dakine runs YKK, which is a really formidable zipper company based out of Japan. And again, great buckles, telescoping handle up on top, and great wheel system too. Now what's really nice about these new Dakine bags is they did make a little bit more of a formidable wheel system. It is a closed circuit now. So before it was a little bit more exposed, so we're definitely seeing a little bit less in terms of wheels being broken. Big thing is wheels are not covered under warranty, so if you do get bags coming back, you just really have to let them know that. But in terms of warranty, just like their backpacks, you got zipper seams, buckles, telescoping handles, stuff like that, all covered under the warranty, so you don't have to worry about that too much. But yeah, get them to feel it. Always put it up on a counter to show it. Kind of gets them up to head height. They can really kind of see in there. Get them to wheel it around too. It's really nice to see these soft urethane wheels and how it's they really silent smooth. It's not going to be bobbling on that cobblestone if they're wherever they're traveling. So yeah, what do you got there, Stoney?
Let's. I'm gonna get the Burton bag out here, the Burton Double Deck. This is actually one of my favorite bags to show, just because it's there's so many features to talk about with this one. So like Kevin said, you want to make sure you're throwing this bag up on the counter for the customer. It's the worst when you see a customer opening that bag up on the floor. Let's save their backbones. Let's get it up on the counter. A little bit easier to see, and that's what we're here for. Let's help them out, right? So we'll open this bag up. Actually, we'll start with the outside. So the reason I really like this bag is that it's a semi-hard shell. So the cool thing about that is it's structured and it is hard, so it'll actually protect all your goods. But it's not that plastic hard will actually break if it's cold or bumped up against anything like that. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. It does have that hard shell back, which is extra protected. So when you're dragging it around, if you are on cobblestone, like you said, it can take a bit more of a beating. But we'll open it up here, and you'll see waterproof pocket up top. Really nice extra feature. Put all your toiletry stuff in there. If anything leaks, it'll actually stay in there, and you won't get all that water and everything else. It's really cool too because you have access to it from the outside. This is really handy because a lot of the time at the airport they have to see that kind of stuff. So to open this up, grab all that out without going into all your personal goods, it's kind of convenient. You get to keep your privacy a little bit more. Another thing about these is they have the cram technology. So that's that neoprene all the way around the zippers. As you guys can feel, you can pull on it. It'll actually stretch. So this is really nice if you overpack. You can actually, it'll just stretch out. You're not going to break a zipper. Zippers, of course, are covered under warranty. But they obviously want to keep their bags, so it's a great extra feature. Another thing too, skateboard wheels. One of my favorite things to talk about. A lot of customers just look at you and laugh at first, like, why would you want skateboard wheels? That's kind of novelty. But it's really practical. They're really durable. And the nice thing about them is that they're really easy to switch out. So if you're across the world traveling around and you break a wheel, you're not going to find a Burton store. But I can guarantee you'll probably find a skateboard shop somewhere, or skateboard wheels in general. Yeah. And they're super easy to switch out. You can do it yourself. You don't have to go to someone to help you out or anything like that. It's really handy. As Kevin's grabbing here, they got handles all the way around, top, sides, each end. Really nice. The cabbies love it. The airport people love it. They love throwing these things around, so it gives them something to grab onto. It actually does have this extra little knob up here, so you can connect your carry-on with it. So when you're rolling around in the airport, you can just roll with one hand and they'll both come with you instead of piggyback. Yeah, exactly. You get to piggyback your carry-on. And speaking with this one, it actually does have a carry-on version, slightly smaller. You guys have seen it, the wheelie flight deck. Really cool bag, exact same design, just shrunk. The nice thing about it is the size, of course, it is carry-on for most flights, but you do have to be a little cautious with it, just because some flights it is pushing the limits, and you don't want to be that guy that your customer's coming back to you and being like, hey, it didn't fit. So make sure you grab your laptop, look up the credentials at whatever flight they are on, make sure that it is carry-on, just because it can be a little dicey at times. But yeah, all in all, like one of my favorite bags just because there's so much going on with it. Really durable, awesome warranty, of course, lifetime, like all of our luggage. And really good looking too. You guys have seen the colors. Burton always comes out with something a little fancy.
Yeah. Cool. All right, we're gonna roll to one of the holy grail luggage sales. The Rig 9800. Wow. So this is primarily, I guess, a gear bag, but you get a lot of people really stoked on it because it's like absolutely massive. 120 plus liters in terms of size. It's pretty much one big cavity down the bottom. This top side, you do have this little section pocket on the inside that you can put, clothes and stuff like that. But primarily, it's going to be for, of course, like your, sledders, dirt bikers, stuff like that. They're actually packing gear in this thing. I mean, snowboarders too, skiers. You got boots, helmet, gloves, full gear. That's kind of what I use mine for.
I find what the clientele that I most sell this to is, your rig pigs, those guys that are doing shift work. They're going month in, month out. It has a really big opening. They can put their work boots face up in here and separate it from everything else, so that it's gonna that stink and that dirt is gonna stay with just that boot, where all the rest of their clothes is gonna be prime and nice and clean.
Yeah. On the inside, there's actually a back panel with Velcro strips that you could actually segregate certain stuff and kind of create your own pockets, so you can separate things like that. A big thing, OGO, these guys sponsor like the Nitro Circus dudes, which are like hella crazy hard on their gear. So crazy rivets, like quadruple stitching.
You can see they added that extra protection for the wheels. This is actually what they call a sled back too. So maybe let's show it off.
Structural load equalization deck. So this is going to keep the bag from twisting. Keep the wheels intact, but also this is designed to travel and slide over top of snow, mud, water, dirt, pretty much anything and everything.
The monster truck wheels too, it'll annihilate the terrain out there.
Yeah.
The nice part about it too is it has a little name tag on the side. You get a little Sharpie, write your name on it. The cool thing about a lot of these bags too is the different colors. You guys may have seen a few years back they did like a Red Bull Signature series, which people love. When you have that exclusive colorway, just like all of our brands, every season is different colorways, and then after that season they're never bringing those back again. So make sure to mention that to customers. If they're thinking about it but they love that color, tell them in a few months' time this color is actually not going to be here. So if you really love that color, make sure you might want to bite the bullet on it. And then the cool thing about it too is that these bags, you're not going to see them with anyone else. So when you're traveling around a few years later, since your color was a while ago, it's going to stand out. You're going to know it's your bag. No one else is really going to have it. It's exclusive, I guess is the word.
And I guess going back to your colorway mention, a lot of big companies will do seasonal releases. So say someone sees a bag they absolutely love, be sure to mention that it might only have the matching carry-on for 5-6 months, and after that they might have to go looking on Amazon or something like that, because they will be discontinued unless it's like a black or gray or really common color. Odds are they're not going to see it again. This is a great opportunity to add on, get that IPT up, get that average sale up as well.
Me and Kev have both been there. Customers come back and they want their matching color, and they don't make it anymore. So it's a bit of a stab in the heart. You want to make sure to mention it. You want to bring it up, just because it's nice to match. A lot of people like to do it, and with rotation of colors so quickly, you got to mention it, just because it sometimes can get overlooked.
I feel like a boss walking. I got like my 2 pieces of luggage matching with a backpack matching. I'm like coming up to me asking for my autograph. I don't even know what I do.
You got the
another big thing, especially this bag too. A lot of people like to see the pocket, so they're ripping that stuffing out. So that stuffing's all over the floor. Just to keep everything clean and tidy. Make sure when you are putting luggage back after either a sale or a demo, load it back up, do the buckles up, zip it back up. The next person that walks in the door gets just as much reason to be wowed by our displays as the person before that. So make sure the store is looking clean, display is looking clean. They're gonna find value. If they come in this big sag, they might not buy it, whereas they would have if it was looking good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What do we got next there?
Let's talk about Herschel. Herschel is the trendy company right now. Really cool bags, really cool colorways, very eye-catching. I like to consider this like our fast fashion bags. They have built-in lock right here, which is really cool. So make sure it's lined up. Is it lined up? It's not. All zeros to begin with. And it comes with instructions on how to change it. So you can see here, opens up. Really, really minimal. 2 big pockets, which is really nice. You know, not a lot to break, not a lot going on. You pack your stuff as full as you can and away you go. Again, it has neoprene, stretches out. Organizer right here, this buckle to keep your stuff down so it's not moving around. Now the big thing about Herschel that's different than from what else we carry is the 4 wheels. 4 wheels is very, very convenient to walk around the airport. It's just nice to roll with. You know, you can just walk with it. But you got to be cautious too because it is a little bit more sensitive. As we discussed before, the wheels aren't covered under warranty. So to have 4 wheels is a bit of a dice roll at times. As you can see, it goes all the way around. That means there's more pivot points on it, which means it's more sensitive. If that wheel goes down on an angle, it's kind of inevitable that it may bust. With that being said, you don't want to be biased. You want to let your customers know and you want to make them cautious of it. But you know, if you have a customer coming in that is stoked on Herschel and they just want Herschel, they're going to buy Herschel and you should be stoked to sell it. It is a really cool company. The colors are rad. Everything about it is awesome. 4 wheels is very, very convenient to use. So yeah, just show it up.
Cool. I guess another thing too, going back to like warranty and stuff like that, everything we carry is going to be lifetime warranty, minus the wheels. So again, zipper seams, buckles, handles, rivets, telescope handles, stuff like that. And I guess, of course, don't be shy with add-ons. We've got, you know, toiletry kits, which is, I mean, awesome add-on. This is kind of what they're for. People don't really think about it when they're traveling. You know, everyone's got that drawer maybe in their bathroom with all their stuff in it, but they're like, you know what? I might need to put that in something instead of a giant Ziploc bag. So, I mean, hammer that. Not only that, but take the opportunity, mention Yeti. You know, if someone's traveling, you know, Thailand, Australia, that's a 13, 15-hour plane ride, not including layovers. So, I mean, stay hydrated.
Or no one likes going up to the bar and getting those little glasses in Mexico when your beers are so small. Just load that thing up and away you go. But another thing is like our store can be definitely considered a travel store. Almost anything in here is good for travel. So don't be afraid to consider a pair of sunglasses as an add-on. You know, they're going to Mexico in a week. Well, what kind of shades you got, man? Tell me about them. Like, are you actually protecting your eyes while you're out there? Because that's where you're going to want it, right? So don't be afraid to do it, and like be genuine about it. You know, they're going on a trip in a week. You don't want them to have to come back all the way to the mall, right? So let's get it one-stop shop. We have our neck pillows. You know, you got your slippers, the scales, the Yetis,
hats.
It can, hats,
anything.
Underwear. Yeah, come
geez.
on. Who wants bad underwear on a flight?
Yeah, not me.
Absolutely. So to continue on though with Herschel, I'm going to show you guys the carry-on version of it. So I know you guys have seen it. I'm pretty stoked on it. I'm sure you guys are too. The Trade Small in Power. Look at this colorway first off. This is super sick. But the big feature about this is, as you guys can see back here, a little USB port. So that's awesome. Charge your phone. Everyone's been in the airport where you know, you can't find an outlet because they only have one in the whole airport. Or they're all taken because people are greedy, as am I. So again, locking zippers, unlock that. There is a universal key so the airports can open them up. Keep that in mind. But as you can see in here,
TSA approved, by the way.
You got your little battery pack. It's just like a little Mophie. You can actually take it out. So if a girl buys this, you know, she can take it out, put it in her purse, take it with her when she's on her excursions.
You actually have to take these out when you're flying with them.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Either way, really cool concept. Again, neoprene, very minimal. These ones actually have slightly upgraded wheels as well. That explains a little bit more of that higher price point. But it is very nice, the convenience of having your phone being able to charge on the go.
Yeah.
And really cool colorways. Again, as we were talking about colorways before, this one is definitely flashy, stand out. I'm sure we won't see it next year. So if people are really into it, make sure they bite the bullet.
Cool. I think that's pretty much...
I think that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Happy selling.
Safe
Maybe
travels.
we'll go on a trip soon.